The 1973 Nutcracker is an animated version of the Nutcracker directed by Soviet Russian director Boris Stepantsev, and I thought this was pretty beautiful. The animation is mostly really pleasing, but I'll talk a bit more about that in a moment. But if you're looking for a new way to enjoy the story of the Nutcracker with some beautiful, obviously gorgeous music from Tchaikovsky and some really pretty animation, for the most part, I'd say the 1973 version is definitely worth watching. I won't go into too much detail about the actual narrative of the Nutcracker. I'm going to assume that you'd know the basics of it about the Mouse King and how this Nutcracker comes to life. This is apparently based more closely on the original 1816 story rather than Tchaikovsky's play or ballet even, but it does also use Tchaikovsky's music, so it kind of intertwines the two. I'm not too knowledgeable or knowledgeable enough to be able to say exactly which elements were taken from the ballet and which ones appear to have been from the story. If you do know that information, please feel free to let me know. But this is, of course, about our female protagonist who finds this Nutcracker. This Nutcracker comes to life, and then we have this evil, villainous, Mouse King from the story who is threatening to ruin everything. And this narrative, very magical narrative, is told against some rather stunning animation for the most part. What I really liked about it, and something that stood out to me instantly, is that the characters in the foreground are very sharp. They have very defined lines, very bold colours. The backgrounds are a lot softer and I was going to say a lot more gentle, but sometimes they can actually be really busy. The colours are softer and more delicate, the lines aren't as harsh, but in certain scenes there were so many different patterns and objects in the backgrounds that if the character wasn't completely in the foreground and they were kind of blending into the background a bit, it was actually kind of hard to focus on them and to really follow what was going on. I'd say maybe half of the film is like that, and half of it we have much sharper foreground characters against softer backgrounds. So I feel like sometimes the animation was gorgeous and sometimes it was actually really difficult to see. I don't know if maybe several people worked on this and that was the result of that, or if it was just inconsistent. It didn't completely hinder my enjoyment of it. I still liked it, but that's definitely something that I think could have been changed. The backgrounds were just too busy a lot of the time. But nevertheless, if you're a fan of the Nutcracker, I think that's one that you'll really enjoy. I think you'll find it sweet, very moving. The music is obviously gorgeous, and I think the transitions between scenes works very well. The music blends very beautifully. If you've never seen the Nutcracker before, I wouldn't say this is the best place to start. Because, as I said, sometimes the backgrounds are really busy. It can be a little bit difficult to kind of follow everything at certain points. And if you don't know exactly what's going on, I think it probably would be a little bit difficult to completely keep up with it. But if you are already familiar with the Nutcracker, the 1973 version is as good as any to start with. I do think, for the most part, it's pretty beautiful.